Let's go. Let's go, DJ BigC. My man. Okay, let's start now, BigC. I know we'll be here. We'll be vibing, man.
Yeah, like just being able to DJ here on the Gold Coast is crazy. Like, there's no other place in the world that you can DJ full time.
For real?
For real, bro. Everywhere else it's just a weekend thing. I DJ 4 nights a week and 4 days a week. Do you know what I mean?
Sure, bro.
So it's Tuesday, Friday, Saturday.
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday,
Tuesday,
Saturday,
yeah.
and then sometimes I'll do a Sunday, and then my days inside Culture Kings DJing as well.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like the Gold Coast has been amazing. Like just being able, like how I started. So how I ended up here was I came here for a holiday, bro, like a wedding anniversary from Sydney. Like, I didn't even want to come here. I had like bad past here, like you know what I mean.
True.
Bad, not bad past, but like this was like a place where I done stupid shit. Do you know what I mean? I was living in Logan, Leeds, you know what I mean, around there, just being an egg. And that's why I ended up back in New Zealand the first time. But came here and wedding anniversary holiday at SeaWorld Resort. And my wife at the time, because I was married at the time. She had just finished all like her qualifications in like hair and beauty and like all that sort of stuff. So we came up here.
Even that's popping off nowadays, bro. Like all the lashing stuff.
Yeah. It's a good little business, to be honest. It's a good little hustle. Get into it.
Not me, man.
Waxing.
Waxing something else.
Wax that ass.
And then so we came up here for a holiday, and I had some money stashed away because I'd been doing really well with my career stuff. And then we were just walking around surfers, just like as a family, just doing family things, checking out the aqueduct and all that sort of garks. But she saw this salon in surfers.
Yep.
And anyway, she didn't say anything at the time, but it wasn't until later on she said, you know what I mean, have you ever thought of moving back up here?
Yep.
And I was like, oh. She was like, what the you know what I mean? Like, I love it in Cronulla. Do you know what I mean? They got the best rugby league team. Like, they're the baddest. But so anyway, I said, all right, like, I'll buy you that.
Yep.
You know, let's do it. And then I'll go back. And I sold my career company to my best friend and his wife. And moved up here. And she was playing indoor netball at Ashmore.
Yep.
And next to the indoor netball center is that BJ Sound and Lighting. And I needed to get some needles, just muck around in my room. And when I went down there, the young dude Saxon Evans, shout out to Saxon, he was the store guy then.
Yep.
And they had just set up some DJ gear, and they're like, oh man, do you know, like, we don't know anyone who can use this stuff. Do you want to jump on and just, you know, see if it's all working? Yeah. And I was like, I just had a USB stick. And so I was like, all right, let's go. So I just chucked the USB stick in and then just jammed, and then like jammed for like 20 minutes. Anyway, he was like, bro, you can actually DJ. I was like, oh, I thought everyone just DJ'd like that. Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't know the difference.
Yeah, true. Yep.
I didn't know there was like real DJs and then Gold Coast club DJs. Do you know what I mean? I thought everyone was a DJ. I thought it was just everyone was just doing the same thing. And then he's like, I got this guy. Like he's looking for a DJ. He needs one now. Do you know what I mean? And got your number. So I said, here, bro, here's my number. Left, went, because I was bored as at indoor netball. Me and my daughter hated it. So we were just mucking around, and then we left, and then my phone rang. My phone rang that afternoon, and it was a dude, Brent, DJ B-side. Yep. And he wanted to give me a trial at the Broadbeach Tavern. Liars Bar. Yeah. So I went there, and it was like DJing between a band. So it was like a band, a DJ, a band, a DJ.
My dad used to work there. Neville.
Oh,
Security. Mustache.
Maybe.
Like mine, but thicker. Short dude. Relax.
Yeah, and then so I nailed that trial, and then I just DJ'd there every Friday, Saturday night. I didn't even know anything about like the financial side of DJing. Like I was getting paid like pennies at the time. I was like, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I got a gig, you don't. You know what I mean? So I was just DJing there for like a whole year, pretty much. And the Hinterland Tavern out in the Rang, like, because he ran a couple of venues, and then as my experience got better and better and better, he put me at the casino, the Atrium Bar.
Oh, me, bro.
Yeah, so I was DJing there, and then just randomly, this is the whole random situation about all this. So this is like 2 years after that, right? Randomly, DJ O messaged me, and this is real funny story because I've sent the same message to C right here. DJ O messaged me 6 a.m, random ass. Gee, what are you doing today? Nothing. Can you fill in for me at Culture Kings today? Culture Kings?
Hey,
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Wow.
I tell you this, he sent me one too, bro.
so I took this. I said, all right, G, come on, let's do it.
Yeah, we'll go on.
He said, all right, I'll be there. I'll get you set up. Then I'll bounce. So I got on there, set up. Funniest story though, he tells the story funny because he remembers this day real clear because he said I had stink ass breath. That's what he remembers about this day. This is a true story, bro. This is a true story. He brings it up, bro. It's like, maybe your first day is stink breath. Anyway, but yeah, I done that gig. The managers liked what they heard, and then they just put me down as like the fill-in guy. You know what I mean? And for like 8 weeks, I was just the fill-in guy, and I just kept turning up. Like I'd have like plans for the day, and then O would message and be like, "Yo, can you come in?" Because at the time, DJ O was transitioning out of DJing and into the head office to work in marketing. Do you know what I mean? So because he could do he can do all departments of the store. So at the time, he was working on the shop floor as well. Do you know what I mean? So like if he wanted to go down and work on the shop floor, they'd be short on the shop floor. He'll say, "I'll fill in on the shop floor. I'll grab Five8. He can come DJ." You know what I mean? So I was just doing that for 8 weeks. Like I'd have plans for the day, and he'd message me at like 9 o'clock in the morning, and be like, "Can you fill in today?" I'd cancel all those fucking plans. Get that the fuck out of here. Do you know what I mean? I'll grab my laptop bag, organize someone to pick up my daughter from school, and we're out there. Do you know what I mean? And that's how I got into like the next tier. If that makes sense, because there's like levels to this shit. Do you know what I mean? Like the pubs, that's where you start off. Then there's like, you know, and you work private functions. Do you know what I mean? Bro, one time, one of my first ever gigs on the Gold Coast, shout out to Stevie Z, I DJ'd outside Cotton On and Surfers during the day, bro. People were just walking past, not even taking notice.
Just in the open?
Yeah,
just in the open, bro. It was just a store gig. Anyway, back to the Culture King thing. So I just fill in for O every day, or whenever he asked, like just stop whatever the fuck I was doing. And then the time come when he just came and he said, "Look, bro, I'm gonna I got a new role. I'm gonna work in head office and marketing. DJ spot on the roster is yours." You know what I mean? And that's how it happened.
It's meant to be. Just all fell in.
Bro, just like, and the funniest thing is like we hadn't even talked. Do you know what I mean? Like we didn't really have a friendship. Do you know what I mean? We'd never hung out. Like it was just one of those situations where I just said, "All right, G, let's do it." Do you know? I just kept saying yeah. Do you know? And I just put off whatever I had on. Like it could be like I said, my daughter's athletics day. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to go with DJ. Do you know what I mean? Or regret that. But yeah, those are the sort of sacrifices I was willing to make. Do you know? People were actually offering me real jobs. Do you know what I mean? People were like, because I was signed up to like agencies and shit. Do you know what I mean? Because you just move to the Gold Coast, jump in a factory. Do you know what I mean? And I'll like recruitment places would ring me at like 8 in the morning and be like, "Yo, we got a job for you today. You got to be here. You're going to be order picking." Do you know what I mean? And then O would message me at 9 and say, "Yo, G, you want to come DJ at Culture Kings?" Oh, fuck that recruitment shit. Do you know what I mean? I'm coming to Culture Kings, G.
Because for you, it wouldn't even felt like work. It would.
No, yeah. It never
fun.
felt like work until you start getting paid, and you're like, "What the fuck?" Do you know what I mean? Oh,
I feel like this with the stuntman stuff.
yeah. And the cool thing about getting added to the roster is that's when you're entitled to the discounts.
Ooh.
Yes.
So like I got a double bonus. You know, I got an actual DJ gig where I could DJ during the day and not have to have a day job, and then I'll DJ at the pub on the weekends. Do you know what I mean? And then got my cool clothes and my cool shoes and my cool hats to go with it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So that was a cool part. And then later on, so like I was DJing. I do like fill-in gigs at like Underground and stuff when Underground was open. I never ever DJ'd at Shooters, but I just do like fill-in gigs. You know what I mean? In terms of like club experience, I had none. And then what happened? Oh, they needed an MC at Sin City. Well, I don't know, but I was DJing at the Beer Garden for Radio Metro. So like they just broadcast my DJing from the Beer Garden nights like live on the radio. I was just live. I was just DJing, and then after that, that's when me and O started actually talking a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Because like he's all business, bro. Like he's a fucking genius. Do you know what I mean? So he's had all he has all these walls up and all these boundaries because he's been let down by so many people. Do you know what I mean? And I was never ever gonna be that guy. And then after that, I'd go to Sin City because he was DJing there 5 nights a week. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
Wednesday night after I finish, just go over there, hang out with him. Do you know what I mean? Like no intention, nothing. Do you know, just genuinely, "Che, bro, what you up to today?" "Nah, fuck all. I'll come over, hang with you." "Yeah, bro, come over." Do you know what I mean? And I think that's what helped our situation with me and O, was that he felt it was genuine. Do you know what I mean? Because it was. Do you know what I mean? It was sincerely genuine, and there was no intention. Like we just fucking hang out. Do you know what I mean?
Just bros, bro, basically.
Just nothing else to do.
Just creating a bond. Too.
Yeah, and then I ended up starting off MCing at Sin. Like it's a hype man. Do you know what I mean? And that was a big one for me because I already knew about guys like Fortify. Do you know what I mean? And Maz, who was the king at the time. Do you know what I mean? Maserati, he was the best at it, bro. And
Shooters, man, he was there.
Yeah,
I always see him there.
Yeah, Loudmouth Len, he was not too bad. Do you know what I mean? Those sort of guys were already doing it. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to like be good at it, and then O taught me how to like format it. If that makes sense.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, so you're not just getting up there and blabbering shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
have structure.
Yeah, structure to the night. So like, you welcome your VIP bottle service guests. Do you know what I mean? Make them feel special. Because I could DJ, this helps heaps. Because I can DJ, I can count music. So I sort of know when the breaks are gonna come. Do you know what I mean? So I know when to talk. So I'm not talking over the music.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And then encouraging like other people to get in part of the show. And we just created that. Do you know what I mean? From now, he already knew it, but he was just too shy to do it himself. But now he's doing mic stuff himself, and he's really good. But at the time,
I noticed that. Yeah.
At the time, he didn't want to take it upon himself to do it. Do you know what I mean? So he just said, like, I was always keen because obviously my kapaka background, talking in public, all good.
Yep.
Like this, just rant on and on. Do you know what I mean? But and that's how I got into Sin City, and then the talk came about Hennessy.
That was when it was
That was
called.
when it was
Oh, I
Hennessy.
remember that one. Yeah.
So it was that's still Havana, just it was called Hennessy at the time.
Yeah.
And that's when shit got serious. Do you know what I mean? That's when it became like, yo, we need to Five8, we need to get you in the office and sit you down and talk shit. You know what I mean? Because at the time I was gangster as. Do you know what I mean? Like I was naughty as. Like that's what I was known for. That's why like places like Shooters and Underground, you know, they wouldn't have me. Do you know what I mean? Like I was that
Rebel, the rebel.
Yeah, like I talk too much. Do you know what I mean? Like fight, you know, just stupid, like just off the chain shit. And that's why they wouldn't take me there. And then, so got to the office, and you know, during the talks, I'm like, you know, like I thought I was gonna have to change things. You know what I mean? Like they're like, nah. Like we brought you here because that's who you are. Do you know what I mean? And that's the character we want you, the role we want you to fulfill.
Yep.
Like, hey. You know,
be you.
Yeah.
You get paid to be you.
Yeah, and then and then Hennessy came, and then Hennessy got really good movement.
Yep.
And then they had to change the name just because Hennessy, obviously the alcohol.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then so they changed it to Havana, and then Havana was really good. Like Mitchell Rolfe, he brought me over pretty much. And then Mitchell Rolfe was the manager at the time. He was really cool. But then they brought a new manager in, and his name was Yannick. And that's when shit went super big. Yeah, this guy Yannick, he's amazing, bro. He's a French dude. He is a bouncer, but they taught him to be a manager, and he was super results driven, bro. Like that's all he wanted to do was win. And then he sort of figured out like, oh shit, all the hip hop crowd follows the DJs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's when he started working. Like he's probably the first manager I know that's actually worked with the DJs themselves. You know what I mean? He figured it out.
Yeah.
Like. All right, like I can get like the office is doing cool marketing. Do you know what I mean? That's awesome. Like they're giving us the resources.
Yeah.
But if I can actually work with these DJs and give them marketing at a street level, do you know what I mean? Like person to person engagement instead of just the social media thing.
Yeah.
That's when shit got pumping. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's when the underground had to go. That's when Shooters had to go. Do you know what I mean? Because Havana, it just smashed everyone. Do you know what I mean? And that's when shit got real for me too, as you know, in terms of a DJing as a career. You know what I mean? Because now I've gone from like DJing 3 days a week and Friday, Saturday. Do you know what I mean? To Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in store. Do you know what I mean? Like
that's like basically just a
full-time job. Do you know what I mean? You have to change it from a full-time job to a business now. Do you know what I mean? Because you're a business.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You got to have an ABN and you got to pay your taxes. Do you know what I mean? Now everything's transitioning, and that's the part that's buzzy. You know what I mean? Like you start from your room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So
now you own your own company.
Yeah.
In a sense. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what DJing is, and that's why managers and that's why like club owners and stuff take you fucking seriously. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not you're not just here to do something. Do you know what I mean? If they're going to invest in you, you got to be ready to give back, and that's what we've done.
Yep.
Do you know? And we figured that out. All right. So we want this amount of money. Do you know what I mean? But in return, you're going to get this. And we were actually able to physically show them.
That's what's up.
With Yannick. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they had this rule. So they decided. So all the nightclubs came up with this thing, not just our company, but every nightclub. They said, all right, we'll give every promoter here a certain amount of money for every 20 people that they bring in here into the club before 12, before midnight.
That's dope.
Oh.
But I had like 300 and something people coming.
So you didn't know.
So now the rule has to change. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm fucking. Do you know what I mean? So I came up with this thing called the code word. Like everyone used to mock me about it at the start.
Yeah.
It was Instagram was like a joke. I made a thing. You come to the reception. You say this word. Do you know the receptionist knows what the word is?
Yeah.
And she writes it down. Okay, the person come with the code word. We'll write that down on the piece of paper.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
now it's like a big thing now. Like
now it's like, yo, Five8, what's the code word? What's the code word? What's the code word? Do you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. But that's how it happened. So they had this thing, bro. Like the serious talk. This is how we knew that shit was going crazy. So our Instagram following is not even that big. Do you know what I mean? But it's just so engaged. Like people on our Instagram are actually real people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So came up with this code word thing, and then like every club was trying to do not just our company, every club was trying to come up with a way to get more people in the door. And then I just found this way. And just,
the code word is.
Yeah, and then that money situation stopped real quick because that's stupid, G. Like
Yeesh.
they're only expecting like 10, 20 people. Because that's how it was at the start. Do you know what I mean? The first couple of weeks, 10, 20, 15, and then
300,
200, 250,
Damn.
300.
What's the code word?
Yeah, it's stupid, bro, but yeah, that's pretty much how the industry's changed too on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Like people gotta understand that you can't just rock up to a nightclub right now and ask to get paid this much when you're not giving back.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, like because music isn't enough. I say it all the time, bro. Music isn't enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you could be the baddest skilled DJ, like EA Cut, for example. EA Cut is the baddest skilled DJ in the country, but the return on what he does in terms of social media marketing is crazy. Like he's learnt that too. Do you know what I mean? So the skill level, the money, and their return, the club's return, it matches.
Yep.
Do you know? Like, does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
It makes sense because they got to make their money. Do you know what I mean? Like their bar has to be flooded all night. Do you know what I mean? Those VIP booths have to be full all night because that's their money. That's how. And I told BigC, there's 3 things to watch from the DJ booth. And at Havana, it's really easy because you got a good spot. So you watch the steps, people coming up the steps. You watch the bar, and you watch the VIP booths and people walking down.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because there's another part to it too. So if you pull up to a nightclub, the line goes all the way down the street, right?
Yep.
All those people that are lined up in the line, that's money.
Yeah.
You know. So once you see people in the nightclub that aren't spending money, just play some shit songs.
Yeah.
Get them out. Bring the new load in.
Yeah. Just leave your ego at the door.
Yeah.
Play 5 shit songs at the row. Get them out in the row. Get them the fuck out, and we'll flood it with more people who want to spend money.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? These are little things that we've taken. Into our scope of the DJing as a business.
Yep.
Because everybody's got to make their money. It's like, oh no, we'll not say it. It's like street level money. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to make their money. The dude at the top makes their money, his way. Do you know what I mean? Everyone else goes and soldiers it. Do you know what I mean? Yo, sell this. You know what I mean? Like selling Lego. But that's how it works in the nightclub industry as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The DJs are a marketable product right now, especially in the local scene where there's no tourists. Because like I said, no tourists are just walking down the street, randomly walking, and there's just no
locals.
There's no tourists. Do you know what I mean? So the locals already know on a Tuesday where they want to go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when you're doing your marketing, that's when your marketing starts. You might not DJ till Friday, Saturday, but if you're going to add value back to what you want to be paid, your actual job starts Tuesday, Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? And it takes you 5-10 minutes. Do you know what I mean? Like, get on your phone.
So it's not just DJing now. It's
a whole. It's everything, bro. It's a big package. But like there is still DJing.
Yeah.
So there is still DJing. So there are still DJs who like pull up to a club and just DJ without any cares or without any worries or without any passion, and you get fucking paid what you get. Do you know what I mean?
Yep. You paid your worth.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I said, music isn't enough.
Yeah.
We can put, like, for example, same with rappers. Here's another situation that you might understand. Rappers have been coming to us now. Havana's pumping.
Yeah.
And now the Bandits have been in Havana and doing because we, like I said, we just throw the mic to whoever, whatever rappers we have in there at the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes might be Lissy, do you know what I mean? Here, bro, jump on the mic. Sometimes might
He
be
pulls up sometimes.
Ezra James. Here, G, jump on the mic. Do you know what I mean? Cool as. But then there's like rappers who are ringing us or emailing or messaging saying, "Yo, can we come to Havana and do a show?" Do you know what I mean? And I'm a firm believer in this because I done this, right?
Yep.
So when the Bandits decided we wanted to do a show, they had the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, yo, let's jump on at midnight at 1 a.m. Do you know what I mean? Like it's gonna be pumping. I said, no. They're like, what? I said, no. I want to do a 10 p.m. show. All your people have to be ready to come into the nightclub at 9.
Yeah.
Because
was this the big?
That's the one we done. So this is us adding value back to the nightclub. Do you know? Even the nightclub doesn't understand this at the time. Do you know what I mean? They're like, why would you do that?
Bring them early, spend money more.
That's
more
it.
time spent at the club,
That's
they're spending more money.
That's it.
Ooh, damn.
Because here's the situation. In a packed
Love it.
nightclub, do you know what I mean? At 1 a.m.,
Everyone's just wasted.
I
and
could
it's
put the
like-
Wiggles on there. This is what EA
Yeah.
Cut. This is what
Yeah.
EA Cut said. EA Cut says this about DJs too. All the DJs want to come like any club and do like a guest set, but they want the 12 a.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah.
EA Cut said I could put my kid on there. Do you know what I mean?
True.
And it's gonna pump regardless,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And that's how I am with the rappers. But we proved the point. Do you know what I mean? Havana was stacked like down the street, bro. Like
People
we hadn't
come
even
early.
opened.
Early.
We hadn't even opened, bro.
No,
Dude.
I was there at before 9 o'clock.
The bros
and-
were lined up waiting. Do you know what I mean? We proved the biggest point in the industry right there. Do you know? And that's what I'm trying to tell these rappers. Do you know what I mean? Like, why are we gonna pay you when the club's gonna be pumping at 1 a.m. anyway? Like, what are we paying you for?
Yeah.
Your song? Do you know what I mean? Like, how are you adding value back to this?
Yeah.
Here, I'll give you an option. You want to add value? You want us to pay you? Cool. Do a 10 p.m. performance.
Yep.
Oh. Hey, that's when the breaks start. You know?
oh.
Oh. But I thought you were like big on Instagram. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you had a big following.
Yeah.
I could put the Wiggles on at 1 a.m. and the club's gonna be hopping. What are you doing for us?
So
That
you put on Justin Bieber one night and it popped off. It was like you like sat there, you're like, gee, what's this? You chucked on Baby, I think
Yeah.
it was, and you just like everyone went nuts. It was like 1 in the morning, bro. It's just
Yeah.
like
that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
you got to be able to add value back to the industry. That's something that we take in, and that's with probably anything too. Like, do you know what I mean? Like when the bro gives me t-shirts, for example, he's like, "Here, bro, here's a hat and a t-shirt." Do you know what I mean? First thing I do, it's simple as. Do you know what I mean? Even
bro,
Santana.
I'll do that with him.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First thing I do is jump on my social media, bro, plug that shit.
Yeah. hard.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's so simple. Like, if people are going to give or want to give, you got to be able to give back.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what we're trying to transition into the nightclub with DJs and, like, rappers. Do you know what I mean?
Do you do any reading or study any books or anything?
No, I
Just-
can't really read because I didn't even speak English properly until, like, because we speak Māori as kids.
Yep.
So my
We're in
reading's
the
pretty my reading's pretty trash. But I'll be like I said, like I'm really lucky. Like my right hand man, like the dude I stand next to 4-5 nights a week is a genius.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? DJO is a genius,
Oh,
G.
bro.
Like, and I get to stand by him. Do you know what I mean? I get to hear what he says. And
I sometimes like with him, bro. I just talk to him sometimes. You know,
Yeah.
ask him a few things.
yeah,
Bro, and I can tell that he's real smart, but because I don't know him on that personal level like you do.
yeah.
So I just listen to what he gives me, but I know I can tell he's
He's
got the-
clued up, bro. Like even like Culture Kings, like even they know. You know what I mean? Like they know exactly what his marketing power is. They've seen it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
The company, they know exactly what his marketing power is in the nightclubs. They've seen it. You know, you like if you look at it like this, he's sort of the guy that was the first one to bring out the swipe up ads.
Oh, word. On the like Instagram and stuff like that.
Yes, social media, and then turn it into money. Like a pair of jeans, Swipe up, buy a pair of jeans, check it a few hours later, 350k.
So that
I know because he used to sit by me with his laptop open and I used to watch it.
game changer.
Game changer, bah.
Damn.
But that's my story of how I became a DJ here on the Gold Coast. Just
Yeah.
I started off small, just in the pubs and like the casino. And like I said, like there's nothing wrong with those. Like even if you get any of those gigs, bro, take them. Do you know what I mean? Like it helped me heaps in learning how to read a crowd. Then like just that being able to like adjust combinations.
Yep.
And like just learning to like like how to do things safely as well. That's another thing, how to do it safely, because like at Havana, like see or no, like the crowd gets so hyped, and then at about like 2:30 I start playing like real like reggae.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
That's
mean?
me though, bro.
Just switch it up. Do you know what I mean? Because everyone's so drunk, they're all pumped up. Do you know what I mean? Like it was a bit, Havana was dangerous at the time because I hadn't figured that out. Because the other boys they didn't DJ late, but I hadn't figured that out. And then once I started seeing it, and the manager started talking to me about it, and then I messaged the boys like O and EA, and then they're like, yeah. So that's sort of what we do now. And then from then on, bro, no trouble. It's been good. Like, it's crazy, bro, how you can get so many like Polynesian, Maori, do you know what I mean? In one place, and everything's harmonious. Do you know what I mean?
It is, bro.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool place to be, bro. Like smiles all around, like love all
Especially
around.
when those tracks come on, the reggae and
Yeah.
Because we all connect with it.
Yeah.
We all
bro.
connect.
Obviously, sometimes it's going to go wrong. Do you know what I mean? But like, if you look at the higher percentages of like the amount, like the people that are in there compared to the amount of trouble we have, it's fucking.
Yo,
I think-
I want to go out now. I haven't been out in like forever.
Yeah,
I'm going out. Havana.
It's getting
We're
better
heading
now.
there.
Like
Yeah,
the restrictions are slowly lifting as days goes on. But
especially those early starts too. I like to start early. I'm a father now, so
Yep.
I can't stay up.
do you
all
mean
night.
start early or get home early?
Start early, finish early.
In the morning.
Start early, finish early. That's
Get
my
home early in the
philosophy.
morning.
Yeah.
But I was doing some crazy stuff, bro. Like I was DJing for F45, the fitness brand as well. So I'd like DJ at the pub,
Yep.
DJ at the casino, drive to F45, sleep in my car, DJ at F45, jump in my car again, drive to Culture Kings, DJ all day.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
The hustle.
Yeah.
Commitment.
Yeah, well, then that's how you get. That's how you get divorced, though, guys. But but that's how hard I was taking it.
Yep.
Like once I saw like they're competitive, like I'm talking about their
But
competitiveness.
I'm a big believer. You have to make sacrifices.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I was just think that had to be the sacrifice,
Yeah.
in terms of my lifestyle and where my family's at. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Learning
just
experience.
look in the mirror, bro, and drive forward.
Yep.
So they,
That's
Yeah.
the truth.
But yeah, like in terms of like that had to be the sacrifice. That's shit. You know?
Yeah.
But fuck. Live on, dude.
Would you sacrifice something else if?
I'd sacrifice the money.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I could go without the money to have my daughter live with me every day. You know what I mean? Like that's just on everyone. That's not just me. Do you know what I mean? That's every man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is now. So
Yeah.
and it has its positives as well. Do you know what I mean? She's always taken care of. She's always provided for. Do you know what I mean? Her mum's working hard now too, which is good. So
Yep.
it's cool. Everything's cool in that sense.
Mhm.
Yeah. It all fell into place. And
Yeah. Like it's one of those things. Like I
Yeah.
said, everyone goes through stuff there.
That's
Yeah.
it, bro.
Fuck. Man, that's inspiring, man. That's for real inspiring.
Another funny one. Like when I was 12 years old, I was gonna go professional at golf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yo,
you got
I
the
remember
golf
you were
swing?
alive, bro. That
Bro, I seen.
straight up.
Oh yeah, there's the meme. Hey, you guys got to check it out.
I
on
saw
Instagram.
I saw your clip on Instagram.
Yeah,
where
off the golf cart.
Oh man, Tiger Hoods.
Yeah, that was a 5-iron. That was a 5-iron off the golf cart windscreen onto the
Yeah.
green.
Have you seen it?
I was stuck.
No,
I was stuck
no.
behind a tree, bro. I was
Yeah.
stuck behind a tree,
Yeah.
and I had no other option, so I just hit it off the bro's golf cart windscreen.
Right.
He went on his live and I was on it, and he was like, "No, someone screen recorded, someone screen," and he did it, bro. And it was fucking fun. It was funny, but it was mean though.
I created
But yeah, that's one. Like like I said, like where I grew up, like our families, like our uncles, parents, aunties, like everyone was cool as. Like whatever we wanted to pursue in life, there was, like my cousin I was telling you about that makes 3 News. Bro, when we were kids, like we all had chores. Like we all knew, because like everyone provides for everyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially the Kaumātua Kuia, our old people.
Yeah.
So like summertime meant like firewood collection.
Yeah.
So it was time to do firewood. Like my cousin would be watching TV. Do you know what I mean? And we were like, what the fuck? You know, we've got firewood to do. And then we would say to him like, bro, watching TV is gonna get you nowhere in life. Do you know what I mean? Say
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
Fucking now he goes.
Now
oh,
he's
shit.
on TV.
Yeah, now he makes it, bro. Like he makes it. And then my other cousins, they make Shortland Street. Stupid, bro.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
haven't watched that in years, bro.
It's stupid, bro. But like I said, like the
It's
bigger,
that
like
creativity.
the bigger ones for us are like the good parents. You
Yep.
know what I mean? The school teachers.
Did
the-
it help
the-
with your imagination too?
What's
Being
that?
just being in that environment was like imagination kind of cultivated because you
There-
guys had
there
is-
certain
in the wops.
things.
There's a
Yeah.
story that I tell. Like my mum tells it too. When I was a kid, like I said, my dad dairy farmer.
Yep.
And I used to always want to hang out with my dad. It was like my thing. Like I didn't care what any of the other kids were doing. Like my dad was like my man. Do you know what I mean? That's my hero. Do you know what I mean? And like 4 o'clock in the morning, if I heard him wake up to go milk the cows, I'd get up. Do you know what I mean? Just so I didn't miss out. Because like at the cow sheds, like motorbikes, tractors, do you know what I mean? Like everything boys love. So at 4 o'clock in the morning, if I heard him, I'd quickly chuck some clothes on and I'd run out and he'd be like, fuck, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, man. Like, I don't care, I'm coming. And I used to like go with him to get the cows, and then I was too short, like, because I was only little, to actually be inside the pit. Do you know what I mean? Because it's dangerous. So I used to like set these buckets up, bro, and had these alkathene hoses, and these buckets were like drums. I set them up like drums, bro, on the the tanker track. I set them up there, and out in the dark was like nothing, just paddocks and dogs and cows. Do you know what I mean? And I used to sit there with my dad had the radio on in the cow shed, and I used to play the drums. Do you know what I mean? And pretend, and sing and pretend I was performing to the dark.
Wow. To the cows.
There was no one there, bro.
Yeah.
I see it all the time. Like my mum talks about it too. Like I see it all the time. Do you know what I mean? Whenever I look out into like big things, do you know what I mean? Like whenever I'm gonna do big things like Bow Wow or Sean Kingston or Kid Ink, you know, when I was doing those sort of shows, I'd look out in the crowd and that's all I'd think of. Do you know what I mean? Fuck, Dad. Do you know what I mean? Like, my dad's still alive, but like, I used to think like I message him. Do you know what I mean?
Came from?
Dad. Like, I'm just in front of the cow shed. Here we go. It's just me and Bow Wow. Do you know what I mean? Let's do this shit. Like, so, like, but like I said, like the adults in our life the thing about like our upbringing was we didn't see a lot of things other kids saw because we were so enclosed. Do you know what I mean? We weren't in the city. You know, we were in the country, so we didn't see things like domestic violence. Do you know what I mean? We didn't see things like alcoholism and all that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? Not saying our parents were like angels, but just everything was so kaupapa driven and marae driven that we just those sort of things we didn't see until later on in life. Do you know what I mean? So everything our parents said was gospel, and like kapahaka was a big driver of it. Like that gave us the confidence on any stage. You know what I mean? When we're taking on the whole country, do you know what I mean? Like now we're adults, it's easy to walk out there, 20, 30,000 people, do you know what I mean? Because we've already done it before. It's instilled in us to perform, you know what I mean? Even if it's just like little skits at our marae nights that we were doing, you know, even those helped, you know, skit nights and stuff like that. So that's how it was. Like, you see it, bro, you just do it. Do you know what I mean? And that's how it is with this music. That's what I'm trying to get out there to these young fellas. Do you know what I mean? I know they doubt some things. Just because they don't understand the industry, but I just really want everyone, like especially them, to know that wholeheartedly. Do you know what I mean? I believe. You know what I mean? I believe in Kynan 100%. I believe in Tipsy 100%. I believe in Kaiser 100%. You know, I believe in Jawan 100%. Do you know what I mean? I just really think they've got it. And that's just how it is, you know. That's from the soul, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm with it the whole way, do you know what I mean? Like, I think these guys can do it.
Oh yeah, and that's what pushes people to succeed, is to have that support behind them, bro.
Yeah, so. And even if it's just like that, you know, even if it's just support, you know what I mean? Something as small as that, I try and message them, do you know what I mean? But like little things, do you know? Well, I don't know if they read it or anything. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. But just young, do you know? We've all been young. You know what I mean? We all been young, bro. Nah, fuck that. We know better. I'll just go and have a kid when I'm 17. Do you know what I mean? I know fucking better than everyone else. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, that's life.
Where can someone learn to be a DJ?
Oh, there's so many cool resources. That's what I found was easy for me. Because at the start, I would ask questions and no one would answer because of the competitiveness. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how competitive it is. So, like, especially the Kiwis, they wouldn't give me no fucking answers, which is all good. Do you know what I mean? No hard feelings, just how it was at the time. Everyone just, you know, trying to take care of themselves, which is cool. They got families to feed, all good. But now on YouTube, there's so many cool resources, bro. Like DJ TLM, he's got some real cool stuff, like real basic shit. And
like even from the basic scratchings, bro. He's got like a little couple of episodes there. You know, it was him that got me into scratching a bit more, like watching his videos, and then other videos, bro. Even just anything on YouTube, bro. YouTube's
O's got a couple on YouTube. DJ O's got a couple of good ones, just little combinations. I talked one thing I talked to the C about ages ago. I think I talked to you about a 3-song combination.
3-song
So one thing every DJ or that I know has is a 3-song combination, bro. Like if things are going bad, like if you feel like you've lost the crowd or you're losing the crowd or things are going backwards, I go back to a 3-song combination that I always use, and it's like my safety. Do you know what I mean? And that's something I felt like I told C, do you know what I mean? Bro, get a 3-song combination, bro, because if you got that, you're sweet. If you feel like you're losing out, or you feel like, you know, things are going pear-shaped, or you're having like technical problems, a wire or something you've had to plug back in, and then you forgot where you at.
Yeah.
Go to your 3-song combination. It's always your safety.
And I always remember your one. It was Shaggy,
Yeah.
Mr. Love. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Shaggy and was it the other? It was a Shaggy one,
Maximilian.
and there was one more.
Hit it.
Oh, bro, I can't. I remember you telling you. I know it was the Maximilian.
The fix.
That's it. Yeah.
That's my 3-song combination. Practice it at home, everybody.
Yeah.
Mr. Lover, Shaggy, Mr.
yeah.
Lover, and then Maximilian, Sexual Healing, and then The Fix. If I ever play those 3 songs in your club, I fucked up.
Man, that's awesome,
That's-
bro. I'm learning so much about the whole industry, the craft of being a DJ, man.
Yeah,
I'm
the-
just-
Straight up.
The craft of hip hop itself is
Yeah.
crazy. You know what I mean? Like, the hip hop summits in New Zealand, I was a big fan of those back in the day.
Yeah.
And now the Dawn Raid movie's out. That's so good.
Yo,
Yeah.
I went and watched it. Radio Metro. They let me and DJ O go watch it.
Yeah, I see that. How was that, bro?
Crazy good, bro. If you watch that, you'll come home and make 3 songs straight away. And and that's what I liked about watching the Dawn Raid movie.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like how the Dawn Raid dudes done it, and how they made that New Zealand hip hop. Do you know what I mean? It's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, bro. Scribe, man.
Scribble man.
He's on it. Like the way they talk about him on there is pretty cool, bro. Yeah.
He's like
gotta
my
check
number
it out.
one rep, like from NZ.
Oh,
Like, he's
100%.
my number one.
Fucking 100%. Like, there's no other, bro.
Yeah. Scribble man.
Scrap 2001. The story just begun.
Say that video, Scribe 2001. The story just began. That's how I want to do a video about on the Gold Coast.
Hey.
Do you know what I mean?
about
So
your journey.
no, so if you watch that video, you see everyone, the Time Bandits, Foot
Yeah.
Soldiers, Nesian Mystic, everyone's in that video, bro. Imagine if someone here could do a video with every crew. Like,
Yeah.
how do we
Just in the-
how do we logistically? Because that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't really that
Yeah, that's
planned.
right.
Mm.
How do we logistically, the 4 corners on that video too,
Yeah.
how do we logistically get everybody to the Gold Coast at the same time? Like that, how did they do that? How did they do that? Hey, do you know what I mean? Because that's a lot of people
Yeah.
to get to
Everyone-
Christchurch.
yeah.
They filmed that in Christchurch, bro.
Yeah, and everyone's not in Christ. They're probably all over.
Nesian
New
Mystics in Auckland.
Zealand.
Actually, I think it was done in Hamilton.
Was it? That'll be bad.
I think it was done in Hamilton,
Well, that-
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then,
That's central.
But I'm trying to remember how it planned out. Maybe they did it around the same time as Beach Street, because we used to have the thing.
Yeah,
called
Beach Street, yeah.
where all the hip hop artists
Yeah,
used to
yeah.
come and breakers,
Yeah.
MCs, everything used to come down, and pretty sure it was around that same. They made it around that same
Yeah.
time, bro. So
That's a badass video, bro. Like, it's got
Yeah.
every
that
rap group.
That stand-up song, eh?
Scribe
Yeah,
2001.
stand-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
Stand up.
bad, bro. That's a bad video. Like, and that features in the Dawn Raid movie.
oh, true.
Because they talk about Dawn Raid, and then they're like, oh, then a long game Scribe. Because he pretty much took it, bro.
Yeah, bro. He did.
Like, not many. Not
He
many.
took
If
he
any,
took
man.
NZ hip hop to another level, bro.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
Yeah. yeah.
Savage did, but nobody
Yeah.
knew about it until later.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nobody knew about it until Swing hit America, which was like later with social media. Because that Swing was already out.
Yeah.
Swing was already a song. Nobody even knew.
And then there
it.
wasn't like a remix that came out, the
Yeah.
Soldier Boy remix or something.
And then it went to like
Came to
America.
a movie,
Yeah.
Knocked Up, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Featured on that movie.
Yeah, bro, and
from there it was
skyrocketed.
boom.
And then Dawn Raid was back.
That's
It's a cool story though, bro. Like, the Dawn Raid story is crazy good, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and like, I'm lucky enough to be able to like rub shoulders with some of those dudes. Like, I was with
Yeah.
DJ Blaze at GC5.
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
He,
yeah.
he was their DJ. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
Peter Guns.
Mm.
Like, all
Yeah,
those
true,
blokes.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Peter Guns is on the movie, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like that's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
2021, bro. Hip hop, how fun, easy as that, brothers.
That's
Simple,
that.
bro. Simplify it, and then hopefully everyone else catches on.
So there, live life simple. Simplify it.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up here on the Gold Coast, you know what I mean, and make
That
things
is,
hard for
yeah.
yourself. You know, like the influencers are here, the nightclubs are here, party life's here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said, there's nowhere else in the world you can DJ 7 nights a week. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So there's nowhere else in the world you can party 7 nights
Yeah.
a week other than like Las Vegas. Do you know what I mean?
And when
And
you're someone
even
that-
that's only seasonal. Do you know?
Yeah.
They're closed down at the moment
Gold
because of
Coast is
COVID.
the Vegas of the South.
Right
Yeah,
now
bro.
it is.
Ooh,
It's the only place open.
Quoting that.
And
Vegas of
when
the
you
South.
move here from like the hood, like
Yeah.
from back home, you come here. The GC lifestyle is pretty attractive. Eh?
Yeah, bro. The cows look a lot different.
Yeah.
Nah, it's good though. Like I said, like if you can embrace it and enjoy the culture of the Gold Coast, then you know summertime all around is amazing. There's a lot of things here for your kids.
Yeah, bro.
Education is good. especially places like, you know, with sports, Keeper Park and stuff, you know, it's good for kids. And
Went to Cuba Bar.
yeah,
Just heaps more opportunities for them.
yeah, but not taking anything away from back home. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Home's always going to be home, bro. That's what
For
it
real.
is. you
That's
know.
what we're made.
like,
And
there's opportunities there as well.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
you know, logistically it's a bit harder because you know, if you live on a farm like us, you know, things are a bit further away,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. So
And financially, if you're big
Financially,
families, like
yeah.
it's hard to. Yeah.
it's only a certain amount you can live off, you know, when
Yeah.
your parents working at AFCO,
Yep.
you know what I mean, which is cool. Because that's all it really is, you know, you're either a farmer, a school teacher, you work at the mill, or you're at AFCO, do you know what I mean? So
Yeah. Pretty much was, dude.
yeah, it's humble stuff.
Straight up.
bro, this has been a special podcast. We're gonna have to split this one up into 2.
Yeah, thanks for having me,
Yeah,
everyone.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this
Oh,
is just
pleasure,
so
bro. Yeah,
inspiring
pleasure.
and just
It's cool.
oh my gosh.
That's it for tonight, man. We had a good talk today. Or tonight, actually. Had the bro DJFive8 on. You know, it's been a while for all of us all together on the Secret Source podcast. And hope y'all have a good week. You know, stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And
Yeah, there we go. DJ
And,
BigC.
and what's our 3 words that
Ooh.
we'll,
oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Five8.
Yeah, we'll
Take it
leave-
away, my bro.
we'll
Oh
leave
yeah,
it
just the same as Big C. Shout out to everybody out there. Hope he's having an amazing week. Thanks to the Secret Source for having me. Shout out to MK. He's not here, but he's the man. A lot of time for that dude. And shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Dizzy. Shout out to the Bandits Productions team. Shout out to everybody back home. Love you all. Miss you all.
Plug yourself. So where
Oh yeah,
where can we
if you
see
want to be nosy and see what I've been up to, just hit me up on Instagram at DJFive8GC. Same as Snapchat. I don't. My Facebook is pretty closed off because my kids are on there, so that's cool. But yeah, Instagram, Snapchat, get amongst it. There's always heaps of cool stuff on there, giveaways, or we're doing like clothing, like pushing clothing stuff for like local businesses, free entries to the clubs. If you want to get into the clubs for free, just make sure you check in on that. Mixtapes, everything. Obviously, we're going to have the Secret Source stuff going on there when it's ready to be posted up. So, yeah, get us on Instagram. Cool. Thanks you all for having me. Like the 3 words, anyway, back to the 3 words. 2021, DJ O, DJ EA Cut, DJ Five8, Hip Hop, Health, Whānau. Easy as that. That's us.
blessings.
We the Bandits. What's good?
Peace.
And getting those spins like Raniera Umbrella, yeah. So she acting celibate, but I'm in my element. I don't take that shit to heart. I like proving them wrong just to make myself look smart. They see the future as a blur to me. It's looking sharp, my money's on me. You should get it from the start. So we order 4 shots of raw Jaeger while the bottle pours. Think of how it's gotta feel when you know you got it all. Cause we on the bottom floor looking at the top and all. People say we're crazy, but they just bet on lotto balls. They just wish for things to fall into their lap. I'm on a mission for it. I won't sit and pause until it happens, baby. Quit your chitter chatter yapping, kick back and handle the shot. In a couple years, you won't believe you medicine's busted. You should take a picture, take a flick before the world's up on this shit. And say this, you were down when they weren't, when no one gave a damn, but we did. Here we are, pouring out shots at the bar, swearing one day we'll be stars. Take a flick before the world's up on this shit. So take a flick, remember it. In a couple years when you see dudes resembling us, then run and tell your friends that you met us, it was nuts. We poured some drinks and party till the sun came up. See, it ain't even a thing that we ain't been in the bang. And I ain't really no singer, ain't really no king. I'm just a simple man that's trying to do really big things from the land of flightless birds.